Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Tate and I only do two things, and that's eat ass and play tennis. None of y'all look too athletic or talented, so let's get fucking weird. Have y'all ever been going down on a lady? Fellas and ladies also. It is 2023. Have y'all ever been going down on a lady? And maybe she neglected to mention to you that she was on her cycle? This happened to me recently, and all of a sudden old Matthew Tate is just like,
how the fuck are we both keeping our balance on this bike?
because she was on her cycle. Now I know now that that's not what that meant. But I don't always know things, you know. Hi, I'm Matthew Tate and I don't know things. Any of y'all ever been getting your ass ate by a native German speaker while getting your dick blowed by a native Russian speaker? I like to call that duolingus. Alright, Mad Malts, we can do this set one of two ways, and that's going to be entirely contingent upon your decision because I respect choice. We can either do a set full of old crusty jokes that you can buy on albums I have for sale right over there or on Spotify, or we can do a bunch of new shit that I haven't really worked out yet. So, what do y'all want? Do y'all want old jokes that you can listen to online, or do you want some new shit? Alright, I'm gonna hit you with that new then. I hope you'll forgive me that I'm going to have my phone out like a fucking amateur for this entire set then, but that's the reality of the situation, so let's get right into it. Folks, I feel like I cannot be the only person who thinks that that was an extremely weird way for Congresswoman Lauren Boebert to pay respect to the late Pee Wee Herman. Similarly, I feel like I'm going to age myself with this next joke, but I feel like I cannot possibly be the only person who thinks that it's just a little bit strange that it was Alicia Keys and not R. Kelly whose debut album was titled Songs in A Minor. Thank you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, folks. I appreciate your enthusiasm, especially as we are doing what is treading on just the cusp of political jokes here in such a politically fucked state. You know, I was doing a show recently at a Pride event, and we had the Rusk family there. Oh, boo! Boo! Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I was at another Pride Fest several months later. I came out of the closet this year. That's a thing. Thank you. And boy howdy, was it wonderful hanging out with my two best friends in the world at their booth, whilst the Rusk family was directly across the street running out of material by the time they hit 10 minutes. Boy howdy. Holy shit. It started to devolve into like really weird territory. Like we had the Rusks yelling such things at us as like that we were going to hell. Collectively, we were all going to hell because of something that it said in the book of Romans. And I was like, I don't think these people know the Romans very well. Those people loved butt fucking. Yeah, as I mentioned, I came out of the closet Pride Month of this year. I came out of the closet as both non-binary and pansexual. Non-binary and pansexual. Thank you. Yeah, it only took old Matthew Tate 37 years to figure out who the fuck they were. Nailing this thing we call life, I guess. My favorite thing about being non-binary and pansexual is how much it confuses old people. Yeah, because they're used to things being very binary, you know, like, and they're also used to a certain way the words work, and like, I don't know about you, but I get very miffed at the misuse of words, the miscategorization of words, so to speak. Like for example, I get really pissed off when I see, and you might see this with such things as like corporate comedy clubs or Ticketmaster, you know, the words "for your convenience." Yeah, those words are usually tied to fees, and it's like, fees applied to your ticket for your convenience. And I'm just here like, none of that shit is actually convenient. You're using the wrong words, you know? I think a more appropriate use of the words for your convenience would be, hi, my name is Matthew Tate, I'm non-binary, and I use rolling pronouns, so you literally can't get it wrong even if you fucking tried. For your convenience. I was talking to a lady in a local establishment in a bar recently, and she asked very politely, what are you? I was like, I don't know, a human? Just want the same rights as everybody else? And she went, no, I mean, like, what do you identify as? And I told her, I'm non-binary and pansexual, and she was like, what is that? Is that like one of them new age faggots? To which I replied, well, ma'am, you're not entirely wrong. But on the pansexual side, I guess we'll approach it this way. So on the pansexual side, let me put it this way, like this is the difference between a pansexual and a bisexual person, right? A bisexual person is somebody who is attracted to both genders, both sexes, right? Whereas a pansexual individual like myself, I am attracted to somebody not based on their sex or their gender. Old Matthew Tate, pansexual, is attracted to somebody based on who they are as a human being. Which means I'm still not that fucking into men. Thank you. This is all new material. You asked for it. I said the phone's going to be out from time to time. Writing new material is difficult. I've barely been doing comedy anymore this year. Being a comedian, period, is fucking difficult. You know what I feel like would be a lot easier to be? A pop country star, you know? Pop country's fucking easy. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not just hating on country musicians. I love old country music. I love old country music because it talked about a lot of meaningful things. Things we could all relate to, you know, like drinking whiskey and popping pills and crying yourself to sleep. You know, something you can really cut your teeth into. This new country music, though, this new pop country music, I feel like anybody in this room right now could write a pop country hit. And I believe that so ardently that I am going to, at least during the course of my set, I'm going to write the chorus of something that could be a pop country hit, and I will not let it distract me from the rest of my set. Thank you. I'm like an artist or something. Oh. Pop country artists, though, pop country artists, you know, they've got all the luck. They've got all the luck. You know, sometimes they get born to a rich having all the luck. Actually, that's a good first line. Hold on one sec.
Drink beer.
Well, yeah, that is the thing about a pop country song. Every pop country song, here's the secret ingredient to writing a successful pop country song. All you have to do is incorporate the following words somewhere in the song. You've just got to have girls, trucks, and beer. And then, boom, you get lined up for a fucking Grammy. I get beer, actually, that's another good line. Alright, what the fuck were we talking about? Alzheimer's disease was named after Dr. Alois Alzheimer, a German man, because the Germans also like to conveniently forget about a lot of shit, am I right? I was running that one by some coworkers at my day job recently. Because I work a restaurant. Because clearly comedy pays a lot of money. And the thing is, I have this coworker at my day job at this restaurant who is an elderly German lady, and I thought I was saying this joke out of earshot of her, and for the most part I was correct, except for the part where she could just hear the words German people. So all of a sudden, Ruth, this old German lady that I work with, comes over, engages herself in this conversation, says, "Are you making a joke about my people? I don't appreciate that very much. You better shut your fucking mouth. I'm an OG, original German, I'm hardcore." I was like, whoa, settle the fuck down, Ava Braun. Your people got hardcore exactly 2 times, and one of those times was so fucked up that the Republican Party can still not shut the fuck up about how great it apparently was. Thank you. Oh, we're gonna go off topic a little bit here for a second. Do y'all fucks with the ASMR? I feel like that's appropriate, like that's fitting, like that's definitely a generational thing. We are living in such a fucked up, broken, dystopian shithole of a world now that we kind of need somebody to whisper ourselves to sleep, don't we? I am as hipster comes, so I am the last person to generally catch on to new things. But believe you me, when I discovered ASMR this year, I discovered it fucking hard, and I fucking fell for it, you know? The problem is, I think there's this parallel where ASMR is kind of like porn. Because you become dependent on it, and then you become desensitized to it. And I've hit this weird thing in my ASMR journey where I'm just having to find more and more fucked up categories in order to scratch that itch. Sometimes it's not even happening like by mode of me seeking it out. Sometimes it's straight up happening just because I fall asleep to it and the algorithm does its thing, and then we wind up on whatever thing is happening on the ASMR bingo. And y'all, those categories have gotten fucking strange. There's nothing like falling asleep to a relaxing ear-licking video. And then you wake up in the middle of the night to some alt fucking ASMR. Like, have y'all heard the wounds treatment ASMR? That's a thing. Nothing like waking up to something that sounds just a little bit something like this, just straight in your ear hole. "Oh, you poor thing. It seems like you got fucked up pretty bad out there. It's a good thing that the ambulance got to you when they did. If you hadn't been rushed right here, I don't think you would have made it. If we're being honest, I don't think you're gonna make it through the whole night. But I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that you're okay. You're safe now. The anti-LGBTQ plus legislation can't hurt you right now. If we're being honest, I don't think I've changed out my gloves recently since the last time I ate Cheetos. But we're gonna make this work. It's a disturbing scene, folks. But it's not the most disturbing thing that can happen to you when you fall asleep listening to ASMR. It's not. I'll tell you what the most disturbing thing is. And that's, so I don't pay for YouTube Premium because I'm a human. So I get ads. So sometimes I'll fall asleep to these videos and then wake up in the middle of the night to an ad. And sometimes those ads are the worst ads in existence. And when I say the worst ads in existence, I hope you're all here with me. When I'm saying the worst ad campaign in existence is whatever the fuck Burger King has been doing for the past year. There's nothing like falling asleep to something relaxing and then waking up to Whopper, 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 Whopper. And now all of a sudden I feel like I'm being activated like some sort of fucking sleeper agent just springing awake in a cold PTSD-driven sweat, feeling like I have to go stabby murder some fucking fast food clown because the king said so. I'm getting activated like I'm fucking Derek Zoolander listening to a Frankie Goes to Hollywood song. And if you're too old to get that reference, relax. Actually, you know what? That makes me think of another good lyric for this fucking country banger we're gonna push out tonight. You and me, Mad Malts, we are going to top the country charts. I lost my fucking paper. That's okay. It's all up here. What else is dumb in the world these days? Yeah, I mentioned I came out of the closet. I also, in the last couple of years, I dated a couple trans people, a couple people who are on the trans spectrum as well. And I quickly came to realize in dating these people that just how frustrating going in public and existing as human beings is for them. Because, let me tell you, I went on one date to a place, a local establishment. You may have heard of it. It's called the Thirsty Turtle. A lot of fans, I see. This is going to get posted to their page. And I ran into a guy that I hadn't seen in years. And I was there with my partner at the time, Tabitha, and my two other trans friends, Brittany and Rhea, and then my best friend, who's also one of my exes, Carolyn, and my other best friend, who's also one of my exes, Beverly. Don't let whatever you've heard, like, fucking ruin your established thought process on what Matthew Tate is. I've had some bad breakups, but I do date like a lesbian. I'm best friends with some of them. Anyway, this homeboy I hadn't seen in years just comes and invites himself to our table. You know, like a cis man would. Sits down directly across from us, engages us in conversation. About 10 to 15 minutes deep into this conversation, he looks at my partner, Tabitha, who was a trans woman at the time, and says, "Yo, bro, you trans?" I was like, man, there's not any way you could have fucked this up worse, is there? This conversation went on entirely too long. It became uncomfortable. At one point, I had to excuse myself to go hit the restroom, drain the Tate, as they say. Fuck, that's never gonna catch on, is it? On my way back from the restroom back to the table, though, this dude just kind of fucking corners me and says, Tate, I've got some questions that you need to answer in a forcible way that's, you know, kind of like a trans dude would. Sorry, a cis dude would. Fucked that up. I was like, oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. What's on your brain? And he was like, yo, Tate, so I just know that, like, you've been through a lot of traumatic things in the last couple of years, and I was just wondering, like, I feel like you're losing your identity, and what are you doing dating this? And he used the T slur. And I was like, wow, you need to excuse yourself right quick. Can you guess what he did next? It wasn't excusing himself right quick. No, instead he came and joined our table again. Now, to this man's credit, he did try to make amends, but it was in the worst possible way. And the worst possible way was addressing my partner at the time and saying, yo, bro, my bad, I didn't know you were trans. Yeah. It was in that moment that I kind of realized that all these years of my life where, and this was before I came out of the closet, all these years of my life where I, you know, thought I was a cis-het male. Now, all these years, I wasn't, you know, disgusted by dicks. I was just disgusted by men, you know? All right, we're gonna see where this country song goes. Are you ready for it? All right. This is a pop country tune. Hold on. I feel like I need to get in character. There we go. Now I just look like a regular douchebag from Nashville, Tennessee. All right, this is how easy it is to write a pop country song. So here's just the chorus I wrote for one. Here we go. Well, some guys, I guess, just get all the luck. My beer can's full and my girl's a truck. I ain't changed her oil since 2017, but she's still the sweetest ride that you ever seen. Thank you. Somebody give me a fucking Grammy right now. All right, folks, if you like any of this shit, I guess, none of it's on my albums that I have for sale or on any of the stuff that I have on Spotify or whatever. So if you liked any of this, please pick that up. If you didn't like any of this, good, it's not on those albums. Please still pick it up. I'm a starving artist. All right, we're going to get out on this one. Folks, I was going to leave you tonight. I was going to leave you tonight with a time-traveling joke, but you didn't like it.
Keep it going for Matthew Tate, everybody. Matthew Tate, one of the founders of the Huntsville comedy scene as we know it now. It would not be, this would not be, Nico would still be up here on acid in a fur coat if it weren't for Matthew Tate.
We were on that show together.
They were all on the show. You know who else I bet you was on that show? Your next comedian, everybody. We had a drop in.